there. Thanks so much for coming to visit my page. I'm Mrs. Ecker, and I am your son or daughter's drama teacher. I teach all things drama at this school. So it might be musical theater, it might be dramatic literature, or it might be one of my many drama production classes that your child is in. But here is the face that goes with the name. First of all, I want to let you know that I count it a privilege to be able to teach your sons and daughters. And we're going to have an exciting time this year, even if it is through the other side of a computer. Hopefully, we'll get to meet in person soon. Let me show you around my webpage a little bit. So this is my webpage, as you've obviously gotten to. I tell your kids that they have way more ways of getting a hold of me than my own children do. So here, you and your child has my email address for school, as well as the phone number for the school with my extension where you can leave messages. But more importantly, here's my cell phone number. And yes, I do give it out because I understand that sometimes you just need to get a hold of someone right away. So please don't feel bad about calling me or texting me on my cell phone. If it's something where you feel like it's too early or too late at night, it's okay. I do put my phone on Do Not Disturb automatically at 10:30 at night. And I think it comes on or turns off around 7 a.m. in the morning. So I will get your email or your text message or your phone call message as soon as I'm available. But please use that. I'm actually going to even wait about 10 seconds right now for you guys to write this down. 559-572-8808. And maybe after this video, you can go ahead and just program it right into your phone so you have access to that, maybe a month or two down the road when you really need to use it. All right, so all of our teachers have office hours on Tuesdays from about 2:15 to 3:15 by appointment. I say by appointment because sometimes we're in meetings and things like that. But realistically, I know that many of you guys as parents probably aren't available during this time, or you'd have to make special arrangements for it. You have other children that might be on Zoom sessions, or you're probably at work. So that's why, again, I refer you to my personal cell phone number to feel free to contact me and let me know when we can, if I don't answer, when is a good time that I can call you back or text you and give you the information that you need. That's the biggest thing. I think communication is important. And so I'm not afraid to use my cell phone for what cell phone was designed for, right? Okay, so this is the home page. And there is some information about me. But the other one that you want to be looking at is this right here, which is classes, which will give you a lot of information that is already on the syllabus. But I get it. I'm a parent, and both of my sons graduated from Lemoore High School a few years ago. So I understand how it is to get 7 different syllabi from 7 different teachers doing it 7 different ways, and you sign it and return it, and then it goes into some drawer never to be seen again. So that's why the important information is also on this website. All right, so in this class, I will use a standard grading scale of about 10% each. And then people want to know about late work. Late work to me is different than absent work. If you are absent with an excused absence, of course you have time to make that up. Typically another day, well, by the time for each day that you're absent. But if you are on an IEP, you're on a 504 plan, or there's some kind of special circumstance, of course you'll get more time. Just make sure that you communicate, and whether it be you or your son or daughter, that you're encouraging them to communicate with me. As far as late work goes, maybe you didn't get to it, or you made some other choices, or your child did, I should say, they can turn in work late. Okay, so after they decide, oops, I lost my head and I need to screw it back on straight, then I need to make up some work. Well, it's a 10% off for each day that is late. All right. Note, I do not give zeros. So if you look at it and you go, well, it looks like all the grades in Aries are filled in. There's no zeros. My kid must be doing well. I'm not understanding why they have an F or something like that, or a lower grade than what they should. I don't give zeros. I do give Fs. And the lowest F I give is usually a 40%. It's just too hard to crawl out of that hole if I give zeros. So if you see something like a 4 out of 10 or maybe a 2 out of 5 or a, 20 out of 50 points, that usually means your child didn't do the assignment and it's past the time possibly to make that up or to redo it. And so they've gotten a 40% F on it, but not a 0. What else do you need to know? Depending on what class that your son or daughter is in, it, this tells you how I grade. So if your son or daughter is in dramatic lit, musical theater, or drama production, you can see here that 25% of their grade is just participation. Participation in the activities that we might be doing, or the exit tickets. But the other 3/4 of their grade are going to be performances, maybe assessments, projects for sure, and some other assignments. However, if your child is in my drama production 1 or 2 class, then it's 60% for those performances and assignments and projects, 20% for their journal, which we just collected the journals this past week, and 20% for their participation and exit tickets. Okay, we write in our journals Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and if your child is absent, they should go back and make those up. And I collect those journals periodically, about every 5 to 6 weeks. All right. Well, as far as homework goes, I usually do not assign homework. When I say usually, I'm going to say never, but in case there's that one instance where something happens crazy with the technology and I say finish this for homework, maybe they get a homework assignment. Otherwise, it's all work that we're going to do during our class period. If it takes longer than one class period, I usually give them 2, maybe even 3 days within our class time to get the assignment done. I am an advocate for homework, but I also used to be an English teacher, so I feel like maybe their time would be better spent doing homework in their math and their English and their science and their history classes. And we're going to have our fun in class for drama. Let's see. Biggest thing I want you to know is that, with the exception of the dramatic literature class, is that all these classes are considered performance classes. They do get visual arts credit for it on their transcript to go to colleges, and it is there are times where they're just going to need to perform. So what that means for you and your child means that their cameras need to be on and they need to unmute themselves. When they're not performing, I allow them to turn them off if the activity does not require them to be seen, or they're doing other things. But when it's time for a performance, they need to have their cameras on and they need to be unmuted. If there's some special circumstance where it's very loud or noisy in the place that they work, then I have allowed students to film themselves and then to upload that video to me to turn that in instead of doing the live performance. Anyway, other than that, that's me in a nutshell. I've been at Lemoore High School for quite a while, since 1998. And I look forward to having a great year with your kids. Let me know how I can be of an assistance, any assistance to you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.